Team Diamonds 2, or should I say Team Champions or Team Builders 4, in Madden Ultimate Team tomorrow morning. We're going to quickly glance through the players. I know you guys have probably already seen all these cards, so I don't want to spend too much time on them, but you can pause the video. For your team, a lot of questionable players. These are 98 overalls. DeMarcus Walker hasn't played for the Broncos in over 2 or 3 years. Nick Chubb, though, is a cool card. In this video, though, we're going to go through, of course, the Team Diamonds, the sets, and everything. And then we're going to talk about the training market and sort of my plan, or the 2 routes you can go through when it comes to holding training, buying training, in the whole era of the Easter egg reroll speculation. So, yeah, but let's keep it going through the 98. It's weird how they did the current players. I mean, Team Diamonds historically have always really been, like, not legends, but a tier below legends, like fan favorite former players, like Taylor Mays, Nnamdi Asomugha. Like for the Chiefs, it would have been like a Derek Johnson type of player, but they went the route where first off, a lot of these players aren't really on these teams anymore. They're either on other. I think Isaac Samalo, sorry, on the Eagles. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. Like Colby Gossett. Sorry, it's small on my screen. The Falcons just got Chris Lindstrom in the Sugar Rush Part 1 promo. So very, very weird player selection. A lot of these cards also are like either linemen or defensive linemen or linebackers. There's not too. The skill position players are okay. The corners are decent. The safeties are decent. The receivers are okay. But they're nothing that is game changing in the meta. Like we already have 98 overalls in every position that are team of the years. There's Amani Oruwariye, but again, he's on the Giants now. But one of my favorite players in MUT history, that card is. So I think he's probably one of them that I'm going to be picking up. Pat Elflein, I'm pretty sure he was on the... what team was he on before this? I don't know. Tyquan Thornton, though, rookie. This is a cool card for the Patriots. 98 speed. He's got some decent height, too. Andre James, the UCLA Bruin, 99 strength for the Raiders. They do get the double chemistry. Taylor Rapp, I think he just signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. Gets an upgrade. Another upgrade. Got a lot of cards here. Rashad Bateman. This is one of the more intriguing cards, in my opinion. 98 speed on that one. Shy Tuttle. Be honest, never heard of him. 83 speed is a little bit slow. But that is that. Tyler Lockett, well overdue for a card. 98 speed on him. Most of these cards either have 97 or 98 speed. 98 speed Devin Bush, I think, is the fastest linebacker. But the only issue, he just signed with the Seahawks. So that's that. Justin Britt, former Seattle Seahawk, I do believe your Texans team Diamond. Caleb Farley, 82 overall, budget player in the beginning of the year, was really, really good. Now he gets an upgrade. Danielle Hunter, this is one of the best cards in this drop. 97 speed for an outside linebacker. And then here are your sets. It's pretty much going to require your entire binder team-specific slots. It's going to be 394s, 492s, and all that sort of jazz. I actually went and did the math. If you want to buy and I'm not even talking team-specific prices, sorry. It's going to run you around like $650 to $700K minimum for the set. The players are probably going to be going for somewhere in the mid to high 700s, but I'm sure the more in-demand players are probably going for 800 to 900K. And about the only shining light on this Team Diamond 2 drop is this Isaiah Pola-Mao. He is not the Team Diamond champion. There is not one of those for this program. This is a solo challenge reward. He does get all 32 team chems, and he's a beast, man. 98 speed, 98 zone, 98 man. He can play both corner and man coverage. So that card and that whole experience with the solo challenge, just getting that 99 card, is really, really cool, I will say. But that's about the only really thing I'm excited for when it comes to Team Diamond 2s. But now let's get into the conversation about training, what I am doing, what you should be doing, and kind of to like set your plan for the next week and a half leading up to Easter. You can see there are some cards that are up on the block, but I still have a majority of my training. So first off, let's talk about what's like the update with Easter egg rerolls. Now, EA has been radio silent. They have not mentioned it at all on any social media, on any Good Morning Madden stream. So is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Of course, the community under every EA post, the only thing we are talking about at the current moment is we want egg rerolls because we want an efficient way to get these Easter eggs. I don't care what you say, putting in 7 cards for one Easter egg set is not only tedious and a hassle, especially with now the Team Diamond 2 sets coming out and those requiring these same overalls, but it's unaffordable and it's a ripoff for the actual Easter egg. But now getting into a little bit of a conspiracy theory when it comes to eggs. And this is what I've kind of, me and my friends at Once Had that podcast episode, by the way, I think will be uploaded tomorrow. We've kind of done some thinking, and this is how we think the plan is, because it does seem like EA has something up their sleeve. Now, if we go back to Monday with the Easter egg champions that were leaked on MUTGG, We all really thought initially, like, oh, those are just going to be Easter egg rewards, right? Because they said Easter egg champion, they were 98 overalls, they were really good cards. The only problem is there actually aren't enough Easter eggs that quick sell for 230k, that being a 98 overall value. There's not enough Easter eggs for that. There's only 3, it seems, in 98 overall Easter eggs. One of them also is a very obvious Game Changer 98. It has the entire Game Changer color pattern and logos on the eggs. So it's not confirmed, but it's 99.9% sure that those 98 overall leaked Sugar Rush Egg Champion players are not actually Easter eggs. They're not. Now, they could potentially be Part 2 Sugar Rush players, which also Part 2 is dropping on next Thursday. Not next Monday, next Thursday. But the other question comes into play is, for one, they have different card art. They're called Easter Egg Champions on MUTGG, or Egg Champion rewards. And there are also only 4 of them, and we got 8 champions for Part 1, which would be really weird for them to only drop 4 champions for Part 2, like a week and a half later. Then it kind of leads me to, we do have Monday open next week, and AKA content is over, so why would they even make Sugar Rush Part 2 on Thursday when the Monday slot kind of opened up and it was perfectly there? So my whole conspiracy theory is I think we're gonna get Easter egg rerolls, and there's gonna be like a special egg day content probably not gonna say probably, assumingly so, maybe next Monday, where we get those 4 egg champion rewards as kind of just champions. Like there'll be sets, there'll be lower roll versions, you put those to make sets, and they'll also be dropping like egg rerolls with that kind of like whole celebration of eggs, and it'll still be pretty much a week out from Easter, giving enough time for people to get their Easter eggs. So that's really the whole conspiracy theory, and there is like building momentum. You also have to just put into play that the community is uproar about egg rolls. Like that's all anybody is spamming in streams, in replies to EA's tweets, and hopefully they receive the community feedback. And if they never planned on having egg rolls, they're like, well, damn, the entire community really, like, you would think they have some sort of understanding of the community is just widely upset that there's really like not an efficient way to get these Easter egg rerolls. But now getting into what to do with training, because there's 2 options you can go, 2 routes you can take when it comes to your training. The first route would be if you do care about losing coins and you want to play the risk-adverse, risk-free, and you just want to kind of make a guaranteed profit when it comes to your training. What I would recommend is you slowly sell off your training over the next week for, again, 250k for 96s, 360k for 97s. The reason I say slowly is you could go out and lazy sell, or just like sell your cards efficiently very fast for like 225, 230k, and like 330k, 340k, get all your coins back, break even, and get rid of all your training in a span of probably 2 days. The reason I don't say you should do that is, one, the training market, because there is this hype and speculation of potential Easter egg rerolls, and that's probably going to go up until next Thursday at the latest. The training market is going to stay semi-inflated until that point, so you don't necessarily, the price of training, the value of training is not going to drop until either 1, they confirm there's no Easter egg rerolls, or 2, we get to Thursday and there's no rolls. So you have really a week to slowly sell off your cards at that inflated price. You also don't really want to miss out on if they actually drop the egg rerolls, right? If you just sell all tomorrow, today, you get all your coins back, you break even, but then they announce, oh, egg rerolls are coming on Monday. Well, you've kind of missed out on potential profit, where you could have just slowly sold off your training over the next 6 or 7 days. And yeah, you might have been selling for 3 days, but those last 4 days worth of sales, well, now they're at the inflated price because egg rerolls are in the game. So that's the route if you still care about your coins and you really just want to make a guaranteed profit. And that would be just like start selling right now and don't look to be buying any more training. Now I'm doing the other thing, okay? There was just a realization. It was Monday, it was Tuesday, I was selling off my training. You see my coins are up to 22, 23 mil. I got all the way up to 30 million coins, I think it was middle of Tuesday. I sat down, I looked at my screen, I said, why do I even care about coins post-Easter? Like, why do I really care about making coins post-Easter? This is the last hurrah. We're March going on April. At this point, I just want to have fun. So I am of the doing. I'm still selling training. I'm still selling my 96s at 250k, my 97s at 360 or higher, because they are selling. They're selling pretty consistently. If you just listen up for 1 hour, you'll get 5 or 6 sales per hour, and that is a lot of profit. So I'm making profit there. But I'm also buying training, and I'm holding the majority of my training, because at this point, right, if EA decides they really want to make the worst Easter promo of all time and make the community completely unhappy, not only with this Team Diamond release, but no Easter egg rerolls, I'll accept, like, I really don't care at this point about losing 5 to 10 mil potentially off of training. I've already made enough in the past 2-3 weeks flipping this training. Again, I don't really care about losing a little bit of training. I just want to pretty much go down with the ship. If EA doesn't want to drop a rerolls and I lose coins, I lose coins. At this point, I do not care. So, from that being said, when it comes to buying, now training, we're pretty much just extending the process we've been doing over the past 2-3 weeks of buying and selling on certain days, or all days, and buying and selling specific cards on certain days. The 2 cards I'm really mainly focusing on buying because they have the most staying value if there were to not be an Easter egg reroll. It would be 1, the Sugar Rush 96s. The reason that be, they will be involved guaranteed in the part 2 98 overall Sugar Rush champion set, so they will have staying value for the next week. I also love buying 96 overall weekly wildcards because they also are used in the 98 sets now and in the future for weekly wildcards. The 96s actually went up to 280k, all of them, last week, just a few days once they were out of packs. So that's like my whole buying strategy. I'm sure there also will be some great buys tomorrow morning when people panic sell a lot of their players for the Team Diamond release. Sorry, but yeah, that's really where I stand, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I just kind of got to the point where I'm like, why do I even care about losing a few million? Like, I just don't care. There's really not going to be any major promos that are going to involve coin making in the rest of the year. I'm already kind of planning on selling my coins after Easter. So, you know, if they don't drop it, they don't drop it. I'll eventually just use my, let's say hypothetically we don't get Easter egg rerolls and I hold my training. I'm gonna be like selling it over the last, I like won't decide to sell my training until Thursday. Like, that's the earliest, like next Thursday. So I'll have like a 3-day window of like, I'll be selling off training, but I'll also be a lot of it just quick selling and eventually actually doing the Easter egg sets, because I still want to put on a show on Easter Day where I have a lot of egg rerolls or egg packs to open and have at least a little bit of fun with this dead promo. I mean, Mutt, it's weird, man. Mutt was in a great spot, it felt like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, with Ring of Honor. We had Team of the Year. Game Changers was coming out every week. We had free agency promo. And now it's like Easter, you would think we are at the peak since probably Christmas, and yet this is like the most dead Madden has felt since, I would say, like October or September. Like, I don't even want to log on the game that much anymore. I've just been playing, like, all I've been doing really is just listing cards on the block. I'll like snipe for 30 minutes and I'll go play MLB. Like, that's all I've been doing. I don't have any motivation to log on at the current moment to you know, like do market work, to even, like, I haven't even played my dailies in the past 2 days. So I'm like, dude, by the time I get Calvin Johnson in like 2 weeks, like, it's cool, like, I'll get it. I don't really care for a few days late. Yeah, they've killed all motivation for me. EA has killed all motivation for me to actually log on, kind of create content. Not really. I still enjoy talking to you guys about the market, making content, and all that sort of thing. But yeah, that's really all for this video. I'm holding, man. It's the Titanic. We're heading towards the iceberg, and we're going to see if we actually veer off course and go to the egg rerolls, or we're going to hit the iceberg, and we're going to sink, and we're going to lose. I mean, are we really even going to lose the coins? I'm sure we'll probably be able to sell lazily, like, you know, even if there's not egg rerolls. We'll have to wait and see, though. At this point, I am double dog daring EA to create the worst promo potentially of all time when it comes to Sugar Rush and Easter content. Comment if you have any questions, of course. Like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, peace.